Hello, everybody, and welcome to Something for Every Nerd, and welcome back to the Dive Into the Hearts podcast with me, Noah, and co-host...
me, your co-host, Joe.
Elbone.
You can add that if you like. Unnecessary, but sure.
Unnecessary, but either way.
Sure.
Anyways, we're back, and we've got...
News. There's news.
But...
Oh, you want me to do the bit?
Yeah, let's do the bit.
News, 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 news!
There's news.
There's news.
There's a lot of news, because pretty much after the trailer debuted at D23, Nomura did not stop talking.
It's really more olds at this point, though.
It's a lot of old, but that's...
About a month ago.
But that's...
New to this podcast.
New to this podcast, old news to...
Anyone who cares.
To anyone who cares or is up on the Kingdom Hearts news. But anyways, we're gonna figure out scheduling for this a little bit better as soon as like more news rolls around. So, but anyways, I digress. So, let's start at the top. Tetsuya Nomura is confident about the 2018 release and is not changing original plans for Kingdom Hearts 3. So,
the game's coming out next year!
Woo!
Confirmed.
I
feel like we did this bit before.
We did. Kinda.
Anyway, moving
on. A little bit. Anyways, so, Nomura was in an interview with Azario Lopez of DualShockers.
Named for the controller.
Yeah. I wasn't sure where you were going with that one.
I was going for a different bit.
We totally didn't record this twice.
4 times.
Shh. So Nomura stated that he was confident about the Kingdom Hearts 3 release date, saying, "In terms of when we decided it's going to be 2018, I can't say for certain, but we knew that from the start of the project. We had determined how long the development period was going to be. We had this goal when we set our planning, we would spend this amount of time, then our personnel would increase at such timing, so the plan was already there, but some factors tied in with the company's decisions. The decision to change the engine, also some personnel planning had to be changed. So there was some factors that were related to the company's decisions that affected the actual timing at which we will be releasing. That being said, the period that we were planning to spend to create the game was still there, and it just naturally shifted. So we feel that we have been moving according to plan." Which is corroborated by the GameSpot interview that we talked about last time, where he said that part of the delay was switching from the in-house engine that they were going to use to Unreal 4. But that also means that Kingdom Hearts 3 was originally intended to come out 13 years after the release of the second game. So
it's kind of weird they didn't spend 1 year to celebrate each different Secret of Darkness.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
That would have been cool. They
this
could have been
year is the year
of Master Xehanort, or the year of, and they could have announced the other Secrets of Darkness that we still don't know.
The year of young Master Xehanort.
Ben Diskin's year.
The year of Ben Diskin. That's this year. This year's the year of Ben Diskin.
This is the year of Ben Diskin. He's over on my wall over here. I'll throw up a picture later. He's chilling next to Quentin Flynn. So anyways, he had always originally intended for 2018 to be the release year, but maybe just the month and the day got shifted due to the changes in personnel and changing the engine. So I guess that's good. I guess that makes me at peace a little bit with everything that happened. But
and I don't know if you thought of this yet, but that does support your crackpot theory a little bit.
Oh,
that
shit.
Maybe the game's leaning toward a March release.
Should I dive into that now?
Should we dive into the March?
Let's dive into the March.
Okay, we'll go in here.
All
Not
right.
the merch. That's later.
The merch is later, and that's going to be rapid fire. I've got a bag of merch all ready to go. So, yeah, so basically, my theory, and this has kind of been thrown around a little bit on the internet, is Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to release in March.
We'll do the quick elevator pitch version because we got a lot of news.
Yeah, we got a lot of news, so I'm going to do the elevator pitch. So, if Nomura was confident on the date from the get-go, which I'm adding this new information to the theory as well,
Of course.
then that means that, you know, he knew when it was going to release, he had the general idea, but hopefully things haven't shifted too much because back in, what was it, 2015 when the first trailer released? 2013?
Something like that. It was a while ago.
Back when the Master Xehanort, Young Master Xehanort, Young Master Erika's trailer debuted, there was a calendar in the background of the video, and that calendar had a date. Let me pull up my calendar so I can explain the layout. It had a layout of 31 days in the calendar, starting with the 1st being on a Thursday and the 31st ending on a Saturday. And back in like 2015, there were only 2 months that lined up, and it was like October and some other weird month, and so people were thinking, okay, maybe that's going to be the release date. Those months came and passed, nothing happened, but there's only 1 month in the year of 2018 that matches that calendar.
You are talking about the chess trailer, right?
Yes, the chess trailer.
That was 2015.
2015. So there was only one month in the whole year 2018 that matches up with that specific calendar, and that's the calendar of March 2018. And seeing as how Kingdom Hearts games usually came out around the 3rd week of March, I'm honestly seeing Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out on March 23rd, 2018. That's my theory. Nothing has been established or said or corroborated in any way by Square Enix or Tetsuya Nomura other than the year 2018. But if, like I'm saying, if Nomura had a date in mind from the get-go, or at least a window, I have a feeling it's going to be March 2018. Because Nomura has said in the past that at earlier D23 said he wanted to show more, but he couldn't. Because of production delays or production timing and stuff like that. So he couldn't show everything that he wanted to, but, maybe that was his way of being a little cheeky, being like, well, I can't give him a window, but maybe I can, in a very sly, tongue-in-cheek manner by throwing the calendar in the back of the room.
Okay, Noah. I'm going to ruin it now.
You're going to ruin it now?
I'm sorry.
Yeah?
No, he did say that planning has changed and that they're sure on the year, but the original date may not fit. So while it may be planned to have come out in March, again, that was in 2015, things may have changed since then.
Things may have changed.
But if it comes out in March, I'll still be like, you know what? Noah called it. Along with the rest of the
KH theorists.
But I hope you're right.
I hope I am too.
I want that game sooner rather than later.
We still won't be able to Let's Play the entire franchise before the game comes out.
But we can finish the first one.
But we can finish one, and we could probably finish Rechain.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We might be able to get halfway through Rechain.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. We'll
finish it
see.
once.
We'll see how it goes.
For those who are familiar with Rechain, you actually play it
twice. Once as Sora, and once as Riku. Sora gets to take the main floor and...
Okay, we're done. We're done. Moving on. That's not news. Everyone knows about Rechain.
Everyone knows about Rechain, except for those who skipped it.
Anyway, long story short.
Too late.
2018.
Yep.
Set in stone.
Set in stone. So
by
any of
Nomura.
you naysayers that are like, oh, they also said the same thing about Final Fantasy, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, that wasn't set in stone, though.
That wasn't set in stone.
They even said, like, hey, this is...
And things even changed even after they took Nomura off the team.
Yeah, there were a lot of changes with Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
Just in overall direction and design, and the team almost entirely changed.
They released the
sounds
game
of it,
technically
KH3
unfinished.
Don't remind me.
That ending level.
Not ending. It was 13. 13 was the bad one. In chapters. I don't mean Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, no.
Some people like it. I've not played it personally, so I have no strong opinions on the matter. Don't kill me.
Anyways, shall we move on to more attraction flow news?
Yes! Because attraction flow was the one thing in that initial trailer that I thought was the coolest thing in the game.
Absolutely. Do you want to take this one, or...?
Well, now I'm skeptical, but yeah, I'll start with it.
Okay.
During an interview with Atomics, Nomura talked about attraction flow, which if you remember, the biggest moment I remember from the trailer was in the fight against Rock Titan, and he's riding the, train.
Big Thunder Mountain train.
Big Thunder Mountain train, and it's boom!
And then there's also the Buzz
cool
Astro
moment.
Blasters and an unnamed ship that we see in Twilight Town footage.
Didn't we also see the teacups?
The teacups, yes, there's the ship, there's the teacups.
Anyway, it uses rides from the Disney parks in battle. It's called Attraction Flow, not to be confused with Athletic Flow. That's really bad naming.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen it recently.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of people are like, what's going on? Is it still a thing? Nomura's like, yes, it is. It's still there. The player can't choose which one to activate, though. It's a different surprise depending on where you are, which makes sense with the footage we saw from Rock Titan. And it seems very specific and scripted for each encounter or moment. It's going to be... I don't know that it is, but I think it's going to be a lot like the summon system in Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah?
Yeah, because that's it's not something you can just be like, oh, I'm going to summon. If a moment happens in a certain fight, it's like, oh, now you can summon.
Yeah.
And then it'll happen depending on certain parameters. I think it'll be more... I don't know. I don't think it'll be something you just be like, oh, use it like magic.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more...
It won't necessarily be like, oh, this level's such a pain to get around. Let's just use the train to move a little faster.
Let's just get on Big Thunder Mountain to get around. No.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be specific for certain fights and areas.
So like a QTE, like a quick time event.
Kinda. I think that's how it's going to work. They don't really say much. It's really just the article we have access to anyway is... It's in the game.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be specific to areas.
Yeah. Originally, when I was reading this article, I was thinking it was going to be more random, like how Final Form and Anti-Form in Kingdom Hearts 2 had a random setting, so I thought it would maybe be like that. But it makes more sense if it's scripted, to an extent.
Well, it says you won't choose. It's a different surprise depending on which area you're in.
Yeah, so maybe you just tap the attraction flow button, and it's like, boom.
And it's like, hey,
we got teacups.
And it's not something you can activate in any area you want. So yeah, it's going to be more like a quick time event sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because it's just like a fun little addition. It's not, it doesn't have to be part of his repertoire when he already has Keyblade transformations, magic.
Shot lock.
He is getting shot lock too.
Yeah.
We're already going to have athletic flow. There's so much going on.
Magic.
Summons.
He's going to have the higher tier magic of Fyraza and Blazaza and all that.
True. That was also a news thing, wasn't it?
Not this time around. We discussed that last time.
Okay, I didn't remember.
Yeah, no. We talked about the higher tier magic last time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But
been about a month.
It's going to be it's going to be a lot of different stuff. I think they're probably also going to use the combo system from 0.2.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, you build up your not drive, what was it called? Focus?
Yeah, your focus.
Your focus, and then you get your ultimate attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's gonna probably be like that, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. I think that might be what maybe those are.
yeah.
Those function as. Like maybe you build it up in a certain area and you get to use attraction flow. Anyway, attraction flow looks super fun. It's still in the game, but
Yeah.
it's like specific to areas. So probably like bosses or large mob waves.
Or things of that nature.
Things
Because
of that nature.
I'm still hoping that, because I know that with Unreal 4 and the changes that were made therein, we might not be able to ride the tidal wave of Heartless like we saw in the original trailers, but maybe there's still something related to that somehow. Not that that would be an attraction, that would be more like athletic flow or something.
Well, I mean, I think that'd be attraction flow-esque, but not
Yeah.
attraction flow in name.
Yeah. So, anyways, moving on to a little bit of a good, bad news article, in that there's going to be less Disney Worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 than there were in Kingdom Hearts 2, but they are going to have more content. So,
Which is good.
Yeah, which is good, because, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you really fly through the worlds, but it's balanced because you visit them twice.
I'm just saying, I got through all of Pride Lands on my last playthrough in under 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Like both times. Both trips.
yeah.
Under 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, so you
There's
can get through
not
them really quickly, but having more content is a good balance to it.
So okay, let's play a little game here.
Yeah.
Let's guess. How many do you think there are? There were 12 in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, if they're gonna do less, how many were in Birth by Sleep? There weren't that many.
Birth by Sleep, Disney Worlds in Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, Disney Worlds and Birth by Sleep.
3. I want to say like 8. Were there 8?
Because if you think about it, there were technically 7 worlds in Dream Drop.
Yeah, that was a little light though, because that was also light on content and stuff. But again, it was for the 3DS, so I can forgive it.
Yeah. And you were dropping back and forth between characters all the time, so it's still balanced as far as like gameplay time.
Still didn't love that.
Yeah.
But it was a fun mechanic for the game.
I'm glad we'll never see it again.
I'm very happy we'll never see it again.
Unless they do something for Kingdom Hearts 3, since there's going to be multiple playable characters. Which was the story we talked about last time. But,
Yeah, I feel and that wasn't even confirmed. That was, we'd like to, and we will probably have one other one, and it's going to be Riku.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's got to be Riku, because Riku's going on the quest to save Aqua, and he went off with Mickey, so that'll be that team.
Anyway, we talked about that. We talked
about that.
I'm the one sending us down this.
So, talking about the Disney Worlds, Tetsuya Nomura basically said, and this is like a rough kind of blow from the Famitsu article that he did, that development on the Big Hero 6 world is going well, and the next information on that is on its way.
Yay! I mean, also from this news article, we hear that Nomura is designing the organization members for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Which is super cool. I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles, but I might now.
It's a good game, dude. I think you'd really like it. It's for the Wii.
So it'll be for the Switch.
The new one probably will be, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also get the first one on 3DS. So
yeah. Well, now that I'm looking at it, it really doesn't give us anything more than that Nomura said that there's going to be less Disney Worlds than Kingdom Hearts 2, but there will be greater content in the worlds that we will be visiting. So really, there wasn't like a whole lot more to give for that article, unfortunately. So, which article were you jumping to?
The next one about Maleficent and Roxas.
Yeah. So, do you want to take that one, or?
Yeah, I'm just glancing over it real quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. The first part of it is no, Kingdom Hearts 2.9 doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It won't be a thing. Stop saying it's a thing. Okay, moving on to part 2. Maleficent and Pete are not part of Organization 13.
Yep, pretty
We
much.
got that out of the way. I think that was pretty evident
Yeah.
by their actions at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, they're not involved with Organization 13, but they
They're
want
working
whatever's
independently.
in the box for their own
Yeah,
games.
they're doing their own thing.
But and
They're-
let me just jump in on the box for a second here.
Sure, go for it.
So the box, that goddamn box. So the box that was given to Lucio at the end of Kingdom Hearts Key back cover by the Master of Masters is since missing, and we don't know what the hell is in it. It's been the biggest headache I've had in the whole Kingdom Hearts franchise since they announced time travel was a thing. I got over time travel because it's like, okay, they actually explained it in a very clear and concise way. It makes sense. The box is a whole different beast. It's just like, But anyways, after looking at the box, there's some writing on the top that says X Super or something to that effect. So it's something to do with Key or the Keyblade or the Keyblade Wars or something to that matter. I'm thinking it has something more to do with the Keyblade or the X-Blade. Maybe the X-Blade's in there, I don't know. But I counted the number of locks on there, and there are 13 locks.
All right.
On the box.
And that's all the time we have.
And that's all the time we have for the box.
For Noah dipping down theory territory.
We'll talk about that more in another video.
We could do an episode on the box.
We can do an
Believe
episode on
me.
the box.
But
and we will do an episode on the box.
moving on with Maleficent and Pete, seems like they're going to be going to different worlds, just like we are, just like the organization is, interacting with the villains, the Disney villains primarily.
The Disney Legion of Evil!
Returns. But they're their own thing.
Yeah.
So
You know, the ones that aren't dead.
my assumption is they're going to be kind of like the comedic relief villains we fight along the way. The kind of break from the more serious nature of the organization.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, Pete's a joke.
Yeah.
A good joke. A real a funny joke.
It's a good
and
joke, Brent.
Maleficent is kind of just like comically bad at her job at this point.
Ah, the date escape. Yeah, she's kind of gotten a little bit, things have gotten away from her.
It's like we beat her in Kingdom Hearts 1. What's she gonna do now?
Yeah.
It's like, I've gotten more powerful too. It's like, oh, it's the same fight.
And even in
Cool.
Kingdom Hearts 2, she eventually ended up helping us more than hurting us.
Exactly. She was more of an ally than an enemy. But
Yeah.
it seems like she's gonna be there, but she's not gonna be antagonizing Sora per se.
Yeah.
Because it says, like, so she does not necessarily actively poke at Sora or try to bother him.
Yeah, but they are
So-
gonna still be there, and they'll probably
They're going to be
like,
there, and we're probably going to end up fighting them a few times, but they're not the main threat.
Like, Sora and them will probably run into each other, they'll stop and look at each other and be like, we're good? Yeah, we're good. Keep going.
Yeah. So, also going back to the orchestra trailer with Xemnas and Ansem talking to Sora.
my
saying,
heart.
like, asking if he's ready to call upon the darkness.
Yeah.
Nomura said the scene's a bit longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
And Sora's thinking, if a Heartless and Nobody can exist at the same time, can Sora and Roxas exist at the same time too? And to do that, Xemnas is asking Sora, do you intend on utilizing the power of darkness? So that's the kind of narrative that we wanted to talk about in that section of the game. That's a quote.
So I'm gonna tease a project that I'm trying to work on for Dive Into the Hearts here. There's a cosplay group from Ohio that we met at Colossal Con, or rather I met at Colossal Con,
I wasn't there.
that had like a whole ton of great theories on Roxas and how Roxas is going to be involved in Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm going to try to reach out to them, because I know me trying to explain it is not going to go over well, so I'd rather have them try to explain it, and then we'll just try to riff off of each other, and that'll be a future episode in the future. But I'm ultimately thinking, based off of what they said and where this is going, that it's either going to involve time travel, like we've seen before, which is a thing, or Sora's going to have to dip into the darkness that we found out a little bit about in Dream Drop. Because he did fail the test. He succumbed to the darkness, and he was damn near a vessel of darkness. He was sitting on the chair. Xehanort threw his heart at something. But anyways,
we'll go there.
We'll go there at a later point.
All right. So they also talk about the exclusive scene about Kairi reading the letter about training with Lee.
And that's also heartbreaking.
Yeah, but this isn't. This is ripping off Dragon Ball Z. She's in a... Again, quote. With the help of Merlin, she's now in the sort of environment where there's no limitation of time, so she can train and focus on training to become a Keyblade wielder. And so, in Kingdom Hearts 3 itself, also, it will be touched upon that those two are currently in training. So they're in, like, the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z to train.
Pretty much. But here's my question. Are they going to be older when we meet them again in Kingdom Hearts 3? Because they're
probably not, because they're not gonna think about that. And it says time doesn't move, so technically she's in there. I guess time doesn't really progress for her either. I'm not gonna question it, because time is confusing.
Time is definitely confusing.
Focusing on newer movies, but
yeah.
They also have some older ones as well. Flow motion was bad, so we're making athletic flow better.
Which kind of brings me back to an old point that I talked about in the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. Is it would be nice to see some of the newer levels, but I also want to see some of the older ones, if maybe not full worlds of them, just a little bit more like teasers and things like that, like how in Traverse Town we have the teaser of Lady and the Tramp in the 3rd District. Like there's just that like little art display there for the two of them. So if we could get like, and I still want Max Goof. He needs to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Nomura, I know you're not listening, but if you are listening, please. The fandom is crying out, we want Max. We want Max.
At least Noah is crying out.
Oh, I can show Tumblr posts to back it up for days. But anyways, so yeah, they are going to focus on newer IPs. So I'm thinking they're definitely going to have a Frozen, possibly a Moana, maybe even a Zootopia. Zootopia would be fun.
We know Tangled. We know Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
those are the new ones we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Older titles, we have Hercules and Toy Story.
Yeah. Which is something that Nomura has wanted since Kingdom Hearts 2, so I'm glad that he is finally able to realize that within the franchise, because he's wanted that for a while.
Quick tidbit, this is a fast, rapid-fire news thing. Japan Disney has confirmed that Kingdom Hearts will be at D23 Expo Japan in 2018.
Yes.
That's it. That's the news.
That's the news. Moving on. Every character's story will be settled in Kingdom Hearts 3. And more news along that line. So, in an article, also from Famitsu, basically Nomura said something along the lines of each character's story will be settled and will involve members of the former Organization 13. So maybe we'll finally have some answer on where the hell Demix came from and where he's going. Because I don't want to believe that he's part of the true Organization 13 with Xehanort and everybody, because it's like Xehanort's scraping the bottom of the barrel for that one.
It's true.
He also said the world where young Ericus and young Xehanort are in the trailer from 2015 is a new world. Yeah, just every character's story will be settled. And yeah. Other news, jumping off of the very last bit of that article, it said that the 5th Union leader in Kingdom Hearts Union Key Cross would be announced in August. It is currently August, and it has been announced that Strelica, I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly at all, but the new member was announced. It's someone we don't really know, but if you played Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key or Union Key Cross, she's kind of been watching our character from afar. It seems like it sounds in a creepy way, but not really, because, once you're actually playing the game, you know that she was just kind of like watching to, for Master Ava and everything. So anyways, so the 5th member of the new Union Leaders has been announced for Union Key Cross. Was there another article you wanted to jump on, Joe?
I just want to kind of rapid fire through the next one.
Okay, yeah,
which
we
is
can
the
do that.
fan questions and stuff. This was an interview with Ryan Brown, who's a writer at Mirror Online, got to interview Nomura and had a few questions, including but not limited to. This is right after the last trailer. He asked, "What happens next?" Nomura says, "We have ideas, but nothing's been finalized, so I can't talk about it." And it's like, cool. That's a nothing answer. What else was there? In terms of percentage, he decided not to answer in terms of percentage, so he still didn't get an answer.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Pretty much the same. He said the same thing about there were changes, time shifts.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
Okay, the biggest question. Are there going to be more secret bosses? Will Sephiroth return? He says he can't say for certain. He hopes, hint, 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 there will be secret bosses. There's always secret bosses. We don't know who they'll be. He says Sephiroth probably won't return just because he's been done twice. And that's like...
And Nomura himself can't even beat Sephiroth.
I can in Kingdom Hearts 2, not 1. He's too hard in 1.
Yeah. But Nomura specifically said, I don't think I can beat him, and then laughs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sephiroth's kind of a...
Yeah, it's really just...
And also, again, teasing the idea of maybe a Kingdom Hearts CGI movie, like Advent Children or Kingsglaive.
Oh, I need to see Kingsglaive so bad.
I have it.
Here. You have Kingsglaive?
Well, I got it from work.
Oh, we need to watch Kingsglaive and Warcraft together sometime.
Absolutely. And I also picked up Assassin's Creed.
There was... Yeah, I'm going to pass there. We're going to pass.
Yeah.
We're going to pass. Okay, so... Up next.
Oh, in terms of Lee and him obtaining the Keyblade... it's not really depicted specifically, that's for sure. During the events of Dream Drop Distance, it's conveyed that he's training under Merlin's care, and this was just a brief mention. There will be a little bit more mention in Kingdom Hearts 3 on how Lee is aiming to become a Keyblade wielder.
Good!
But other than that, he didn't really give us anything more, just referred back to the letter that Kairi wrote.
Oh, okay. Here's some other quick rapid fire news.
Yeah.
Confirmed we won't be visiting worlds multiple times for story purposes.
Drat.
Yeah. Twilight Town is going to be a tutorial very early in the game.
Now that's something I'm not 100% on.
That's what he says. I'm reading.
I know
the news.
that's what he says.
You mean you're not 100% that you like it?
Well, no, I mean, I'm not sure what the alignment is there. Because we know from the 2.9 video at the end of 0.2 that Sora's going to meet Hercules and that we're going to...
Maybe Twilight Town is what he was doing beforehand.
Maybe.
Maybe that's the secret.
Maybe that's the secret.
Maybe.
But
we'll see.
Sora but Donald and Goofy are at Twilight Town.
We don't know that. That might have been footage from later in the game.
Yeah. Anyways, so there's a little confusion on where the game's going to start, but we can talk about game starting theories later.
Just a theory. Moving on.
Yeah.
Each toy robot in Galaxy Toys will have different mechanics than the other ones. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then there is discussion on Union Cross, but yeah.
Yep.
That's it. That's really it. Is that...
Yoko Shimomura was interviewed about the process of the concerts.
And it's adorable. You should read the interview.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a wholesome interview.
It's a good interview.
Good read. Good music. Good music.
Anyway.
Speaking of music, you can totally buy...
Wait. We're starting a new segment.
Oh, we're starting a new segment?
Rapid fire merch.
Merch. There's merch. Anyway, starting off the merch, you can buy the World Tour concert album at the Square Enix store for about $40. I have it. It is glorious. There's like longer medleys, longer renditions of our favorite songs. Detaste made me cry, which, as you know, is the Dive Into the Hearts theme music. Oh, also, I should talk about this now, because I didn't before. There's a new intro to Dive Into the Hearts, which you guys already saw, and you're looking at the new logo.
Yay! It's a sweet logo.
It is a sweet logo, and it was designed by my dear friend Emmy K. The logo is going to change and expand a little bit over time to incorporate maybe a few more familiar faces. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, it was mostly designed for the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play series, so you'll definitely see it there in the future. Maybe the Dive Into the Hearts, not 100% on how I'm going to incorporate all the new elements, but as the image stands for now, MEK did the drawing of me. I threw it over the Station of Awakening, but yeah, so if you can check out MEK, check out MEK. She makes great, fantastic art, as you guys can clearly see. So, going back to merch.
Yes.
Also, one last thing for the news. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be featured in this month's September Game Informer issue, so if you're subscribed to Game Informer, check it out. There's some early scans coming off. It looks like it's going to be a feature story, or maybe not like the feature, but it's going to be pretty forward from what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at here. Anyways, so merch. Initially, what we're going to start talking about, so I can also do the bit in the background, Monogram Direct is a company that's been making these foam rubber 3D key rings of late. You see them in the impulse aisles of stores and whatnot, and there's like ones for Disney and Marvel.
I've got one.
I've got several.
Got one on hand. Or are you showing yours?
I'm showing my collection of the entire first series of Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, then I don't need to grab the spares you gave me.
Well, you can also grab them. So, they did one run of Kingdom Hearts figures. I have them all here, except for the Keyblade, but that's in the mail, because I totally caved and bought it off of eBay instead of searching around for the chase, because it's a chase item. So there's a rarity to it, to finding it. I also have the original run that they did at San Diego Comic-Con 2016. So anyways, they decided to do a Series 2, which is now available at Hot Topic, which is why I have a Hot Topic bag here. So as we go through the Rapid Fire merch news, I'm going to be opening some of these bags of Series 2 Monogram Direct figurines.
All right, you keep doing that, and I'll just keep going through the merch.
Oh, also, still talking about Monogram Direct, Series 2 is out now, but Series 3 is coming out in December. Series 3 is going to have Vampire Sora, Roxas in his Organization 13 coat, Axel, Terra, Aqua, Nominacion, Halloween Donald, Halloween Goofy, Terra's Keyblade, and Aqua's Keyblade as the exclusive chase items. So I'll let you take it over from there, and I'm going to start opening these up. And
alrighty.
Hopefully we got some good stuff. I can tell you right now, I got 2 Keyblades, because these are very thin packages.
Hopefully they're different.
Hopefully they're different and not duplicates.
You Treasure! They've got Kingdom Hearts jewelry coming. More, actually. I guess they've made some before.
They've made some. It looks gorgeous. I wish I could get it. But it's actually properly priced like jewelry because it has like gold and silver.
It's like quality. They're releasing necklaces featuring King Mickey, Donald, Goofy. Oh, that's it. King Mickey, Donald, and Goofy.
And some rings that say Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
With the heart logo and everything.
Oh,
and the first keychain is the Oath Keeper keychain. So that's awesome.
As it should be. That's the prettiest one.
I'm going to save the other one for later.
Okay. Previously, items sold with the 2.5 Remix Collector's Edition are now being sold separately at Square Enix North America online store for member reward points!
Yeah, so if you missed the Collector's Edition of 1.5 and 2.5 that they did back when 2.5 originally released, it came in a really nice box that had an art book with a decorative sleeve. It had a pin, and it had a plushie Heartless. And a steelbook box for 1.5 and 2.5. So if you want to get any of those goodies, they are now on the North American Square Enix merch site, but I think you can only spend member points on them.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's only member points.
Member points. But you get member points pretty quickly. I've got a lot from the CD and the Sora figurine I got over there. But the next keychain is Yensid, which is one that I wanted most out of this release.
All right. So, next up on our rapid fire merch news. Back to our good friends at Monogram Direct. This is old, though. This isn't news. If you were at San Diego Comic-Con, though, or you want to troll eBay and spend way too much money on it,
pretty much,
you could get exclusive Kingdom Hearts Keyblade keyring sets.
It's got.
They had the Kingdom Key, the Way to Dawn, those two iconic Keyblades. Also, Fenrir, which is pretty iconic, and Circle of Life.
Is that Circle of Life?
It's Circle of Life.
I kept every time I looked at it, I thought it was what is it? Jungle King, the Tarzan Keyblade.
No. That's a long stick with like teeth coming off of it. That's Circle of Life.
That's Circle of Life.
Yeah.
And the next keychain is Wisdom Form Sora.
Hey, Blue Sora.
No, sorry, not Wisdom Form. Final Form.
Hey, White Clothes Sora.
White Clothes. But yeah, so... And he's got actual proper feet this time. The other one just had, like, rounded nubs, so he can actually kind of stand on his own. But yeah, Sora.
All right, everybody. Do you use the Messenger System line? If you do, you could get the Kingdom Hearts theme. It was released July 25th.
So it's already out there. It's
for
available.
$3.
Or 150 line points, whatever those are.
$3.
$3. And the next keychain.
The Diamond Select Toys. Oh, next keychain?
Next keychain, Larxene. Not my favorite.
I'll take
I mean,
it off
she's pretty good, but I don't like her. She's a bitch.
So the Diamond Select Toys. This is
Yep, the Diamond Select Toys. I think they're available for pre-order. Yep, they've been made available for pre-order. On some site.
Yeah, this was just like a little quick interview about it. This article you linked to me.
Yeah.
They're planned to be out for this holiday season. The first series.
In the meantime, they also made Vinimates, which I believe are definitely out for pre-order on... At least the link that I found is an anime merch site called Ami Ami. You can get Goofy, I believe you can get Donald, and I believe you can get either Sora or Mickey.
Either one. They wear the same clothes, so it doesn't really... It's really hard to tell the difference. I understand.
Well, no, I lost the other link that I had.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so next up in news, Halloween's just around the corner. Finally, something topical.
Finally, something topical.
Something topical. You know, stores putting out Halloween candy. That means Halloween's coming.
Yes.
That means you need a Halloween costume, which you could get from Spencer's or Spirit Halloween. They're coming out September 15th.
And
Sora
the costumes
and Kyrie costumes.
The costumes don't look terrible.
They actually look pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy it, at least for the shoes. Because my cosplay, I love my cosplay. I do need to make some changes to it. But I'm definitely going to pick it up for the shoes, because my Converse that I modded are not the greatest.
Yeah, I would definitely get the Kyrie costume. Don't think it would fit me. So, moving on.
Definitely picking up the Keyblade, so.
Yeah,
Speaking
definitely.
of Halloween costumes... Oh, 1 second. The last keychain... Oblivion. I almost said Oathkeeper again. Oblivion. So I got both of the Chase Keyblades. I'm content. I'm probably still going to get the rest, but...
Very nice.
Anyways, I'm going to set them over there with the others for now.
Speaking of Halloween costumes, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck Kingdom Hearts costumes by Ruby's Japan Costume Collection, up for pre-order, arriving late August 2017.
Yep. And the Donald, I want to say the Donald looks pretty good for, one of those pre-made Halloween costumes. The Mickey
However,
could be a little
both
better, but
female versions.
yeah, they're both female costumes, so size appropriately.
Guys, you're out of luck.
Well, I won't say they're out of luck. You just have to size up accordingly. So,
True.
guys, if you don't know how to use a tape measure to get your measurements, figure it out.
Socks at Hot Topic.
Socks.
Kingdom
socks,
Hearts
socks,
socks.
socks,
That's
socks.
it. That's the news.
They've got
They're cool
socks. They are
They're
cool socks.
I would wear them.
I do wear them. I have the original run of socks that they had years ago, but I haven't bought the new line yet, but I will at some point. Next up, Funko Mystery Minis have been announced and revealed. It looks like they're going to do a huge line of Chip and Dale, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Sora, Pluto, Pete, a couple different Heartless, the large body, the guard armor, not the guard armor, what were the knights called? Were they just knights?
I think they're
Soldiers.
Soldier. That's it.
Mickey in his organization robe, Roxas in his organization robe and his normal clothes, Lee, Riku in the organization clothes with the wrap oversized, Riku without the wrap, Kyrie, Halloween Town versions of Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and Tron versions of Sora, Donald, and Goofy. No release date yet, or release time frame. So stay tuned. As soon as I know something, I'm definitely going to say something, because I'm definitely going to buy these. But speaking of Funko...
Nope, that was all the same news.
No, there's a different article.
Okay, but no, those were all just rumors leading up to what this ended up being.
Well, there's a few others. Like, okay, a while ago there was leaked images of prototype Halloween Town Donald and Goofy that look stylistically different from the minis. They look like the normal-sized pops. At least the prototypes do. Because Donald's definitely doing a different pose, and they definitely look appropriately sized to be the normal pop vinyls. But also, the mystery minis are in a mystery box. So you don't know what you're going to get. But there was also a leaked, in quotes, image from GameStop that shows different pop vinyls to be released of a Heartless, Kyrie, Riku, and Sora, along with Frozen Adventures Olaf, Snow White, Bashful, Doc, and Dopey, and Star Wars Luke in a land
Luke
speeder.
in a land speeder
With Leia. So there's no confirmation on these at all.
Any of them.
On any of those last two, but there's definite confirmation on the minis. So definitely be on the lookout for those. I have a few of the little Funko Pops at the moment. I have the Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. I didn't get Pete or Chip and Dale yet.
Now, do you have like regular Goofy?
I have regular Goofy and regular Donald. I haven't gotten any of the rares.
I have the Goofy in the armor.
Oh yeah? Whose exclusive was that?
GameStop.
GameStop exclusive.
Because that's where I got it.
And Hot Topic has the Donald exclusive, and I forget who has the Timeless River Pete exclusive.
Oh, right. I forgot Timeless River Pete.
Yep.
Oh, I wish I had Timeless River Pete.
Well, it's not Timeless River Pete. It's like Pete in his Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit, just black and white. But no. I wish it was Timeless River Pete. That would be awesome.
I want Timeless River Pete.
If they made They probably have Funko Pops of Steamboat Willie and Captain Pete. But maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But either way. So yeah, that was all the merch news that we had at the moment.
And that's about an hour.
The only other merch news that I can think of is...
My hair looks gross.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need that Kyrie wig.
You need that Kyrie wig. Yeah, that's literally all the merch news I can think of at the moment. Yeah, so we totally just figured out the outro just a second ago. So yeah, we're gonna close out now. So I want to say thank you to my co-host Joe for doing the rapid fire news, keeping us on track and everything. So trying, and we will do hopefully a little bit more content frequently. To some extent, we're gonna figure it out. We'll try to get the theory videos going. We'll try to get the news coming as soon as we know it. Even if it means tacking it onto a theory video or something else, but
not waiting a month.
Not waiting
talk
a month
about the news
to talk about old news. But yeah, so in the meantime, thank you all for watching. If you liked it, let us know. Like and comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already, and while you're subscribing, check out Joe L. Bone.
Do it.
He's on Twitch and YouTube at Joe L. Bone. On Twitter, he's Joe LaBone. And
I may have made content by now.
You may have made content by now. Who knows? You knows, because you'll be watching in the future.
Yeah, you'll have watched it. I'm sure.
You'll have hopefully watched it. And Joe will have hopefully have made it. So Joe will definitely know.
I've just realized I've winked a lot.
In
this video, just so much.
Well, I keep forgetting my camera's below the TV, so my line of sight is probably all over the place. But anyways,
no, I always look right in the camera when I wink.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Something for Every Nerd's Dive Into the Hearts podcast. Now, I'm adding this to the end of the most recent Dive Into the Hearts podcast video because this is breaking news. This just happened today from our perspective. You guys won't see it until, well, today being the 24th our time, but you guys won't see it until around September 2nd, maybe. But anyway, so this is breaking news, and I have to get into it. So in the video, we talked about... Oh, also Joe is here. I forgot to mention that. Hi, Joe.
I'm always here.
He's always here.
What's the news? I didn't know. I legitimately, I don't know what the news is. No one told me not to look up any news.
I told him not to look up any news, because this is, like, mind-blowing stuff.
What is it?
Okay, so last time we talked about the fifth Keyblade, or the fifth foreteller in Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, correct? Being Strelitza, a girl that kind of like watched you from a distance, right?
Yeah, but like not so much in a creepy way, but kind of in a creepy way. So everyone was thinking that this was the next foreteller, and she was chosen by Ava to be the fifth and final foreteller. However, a cutscene following 5 new episodes to the Japanese Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, because this is all happening in the Japanese Unchained Key. We haven't gotten this in the North American release yet, because theirs takes place after the war with the new foretellers, and ours takes place still before the war. So anyways, the new cutscene opens on Strelitza's room, as she's having a discussion with her Kirathi about is being a foreteller or union leader something to be proud of. And she's like, you know, I'm not sure if I'm good enough for that role. And then she realizes that she doesn't realize that we, the player, are a dandelion or not. So she wants to recruit us to the dandelions. On the way there, she is in the courtyard, and her Kirathi says that someone saw us enter a nearby building. I have to find the next page. There it is. Okay, so we go into a dark building, and this is the
this is the rough translations. These rough translations were provided by Twitter user @KeyToTruth, otherwise known as Clavis Veritas. So here are the rough translations of the scenes, and I'll have the images fly up on screen. If that person, us, was seen in this abandoned house, if that person was seen in front of here, this abandoned house is the only place to look in. Yeah, I wonder if we're searching in the right place. Hello? Anybody there? There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Yeah, I think we should head back to the Fountain Plaza. Right, I'll go back and continue searching. Huh? What? Why? And then you see Strelitsa fall to the ground, and you hear her Chirithy say, Strelitsa, sorry I couldn't protect you. And Strelitsa says, it's okay, I really wanted to talk to him. And the user says that after this, a heart is seen coming out of the doorway of the house and flies away. A few days later, it cuts back to the four new Union leaders of Blaine, Skuld, Ephemer, and Ventus, saying, the 5th is late, you're right, I'll go look over there, I'll go look too. Oh, someone's coming. Then you hear a voice from off-screen. Did I make you wait too long? Yeah, quite a lot. Are you the 5th one? The 5th one? So everyone is gathered already. Nice to meet you. I'm Ephemer. I'm Skuld. I'm Blaine. My name is Ventus. You can call me Ven. I'm terribly sorry to have made you wait. I was late because I was looking for something. My name is Lauriam. Lauriam. Nice to meet you. And we see someone with pink, long, flowing hair and an otherwise nice-looking vested outfit and slacks. It has been confirmed. It has been confirmed that the final foreteller is the somebody of Marluxia.
What?
I am not kidding. The final foreteller is the somebody of Marluxia. Now, what does this mean to the overall franchise? Unfortunately, we don't have the time to really dive into this, but we will in a future theory video where we're going to just talk about all the Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key stuff, about Ventus and everything. I'm pretty much convinced at this point that the box that I talked about earlier in this episode is some sort of, like, time-dimensional portal thing, which allowed them to find a way to get Ventus and this... I can't even pronounce the somebody's real name. We'll just... Lauriam, probably. They were able to get Ventus and Lauriam into the modern age and make them who they would eventually become. But, yeah. Marluxia's in Unchained Key, everyone.
What?
Yep.
This wasn't the news I was expecting.
Wasn't the news anybody was expecting. There's a lot of confused feelings with the Kingdom Hearts fandom at the moment.
Me 12 times more confused as to whatever's going on in Unchained Key.
Pretty much. Like, there's 50-50 hate and love on this whole topic. Everyone's like, okay, first you fucked with Ventus's timeline, now you're fucking with Marluxia? So it's like... I don't know. I don't know what Nomura's grand evil scheme is anymore. But damn if I'm not intrigued.
They just... We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. Anyways, we had to add this on because this is like breaking news. Big breaking news.
I don't know how I feel about it.
No one does.
I mean,
Joe.
I haven't played that
does.
much Unchained Key in general. But, like, why? Just,
We're gonna have to wait for more story to be released.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, thank you all for watching again. Until next time, I'm Noah. I'm joined with Joe. He's confused. We'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Subscribe to Something for Every Nerd. Got it memorized?